By now, you have seen the clip. Jimmy Kimmel, host of The Jimmy Kimmel Show, which nobody watches, he went on the air the night before the attempted assassination of President Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner and dropped a vile, disgusting joke about our sitting First Lady. His reaction, though, when consequences start coming, well, it shows that he knows he is in big, big trouble. If you're tired of late-night hosts attacking the president, but more importantly, the First Lady, and thinking that consequences have no home where they live, smash the subscribe button right now because we're tracking every single FCC move and every example of media accountability here on Resist the Mainstream. My name is Chris Han. I'm coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee, where I host a radio show Monday through Friday, and I have been tracking this story because I found it absolutely disgusting. Jimmy Kimmel went on the air and dropped a joke which wasn't funny, it was disgusting. But he's built his career on attacking conservatives and, more importantly, the Trump family, so this really shocked no one. But the night before the White House Correspondents' Dinner, he went way too far. He didn't go to the line and look over as comedians tend to do. He completely sailed past the line. While discussing the latest threats against President Trump and doing his own mock White House Correspondents' Dinner, Kimmel referred to the First Lady as an expectant widow. Again, this is the night before Melania Trump almost became a widow. The comment was vile, it was personal, it crossed every single line of basic decency. And a lot of times comedians can hide behind the fact that they're telling jokes, but this wasn't even funny. It was just downright gross. It wasn't even a slip. It was just pure deliberate. And now the backlash is here. Welcome to the backlash, Mr. Kimmel. And it's coming from one place Hollywood hates the most. Well, that's the Federal Communications Commission. You see, the FCC is now preparing to challenge the licenses of ABC affiliates nationwide. The review will begin as early as tomorrow afternoon. Kimmel looked visibly spooked last night on air. He went on defense, he doubled down, he made excuses, and he tried to walk it back a little bit, but the damage is already done. That kind of rhetoric has no place in America because that kind of rhetoric has fueled actual assassination attempts against the president and actual vile threats against the family for years. Jimmy Kimmel needs to be tossed off the air, make no mistake about it. The public airwaves should not be a platform for this kind of hate because that's all it was. This wasn't a joke. So, what do you think? Was it a joke? Do you think that he should be pulled off the air for that? Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe you disagree. In fact, I'm open to you disagreeing. I think America should be a land of disagreements, but let's do it peacefully and conversationally in the comments. If you disagree, I do want to know why. We read every single comment. Here's the latest on the FCC's move against ABC and Jimmy Kimmel's meltdown after his disgusting joke about Melania Trump. Roll the tape.
We've got some breaking news on the fight between the Trump administration and Jimmy Kimmel. The FCC is preparing to challenge the licenses of ABC affiliate stations. And a source tells CNN the process will begin as early as this afternoon. The licenses in question are not up for renewal for years, but the FCC says it can review them earlier. So far, ABC has stuck by Jimmy Kimmel after President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump demanded he be fired over a joke he told last week about Melania having, quote, a glow like an expectant widow. Here's how Kimmel defended himself last night.
Obviously was a joke about their age difference and the look of joy we see on her face every time they're together. It was a very light roast joke about the fact that he's almost 80 and she's younger than I am. It was not, by any stretch of the definition, a call to assassination, and they know that. I agree that hateful and violent rhetoric is something we should reject. I do, and I think a great place to start to dial that back would be to have a conversation with your husband about it.